All right, we're here in Lucadia. Just got a little coffee and pastry action at this cool spot called Market Space. But we're headed up to Long Beach Rising right now with Marco and Ollie, who are two homies from San Diego and really good setters and coaches. Just gonna be a quick session up at Long Beach. Checked out the waves this morning. Didn't go surfing because I surfed like the last 5 days in a row, and trying to save my shoulders a bit for the World Cup in Salt Lake. Other than that, should be a fun little mini SoCal road trip. Also gonna try and include a bunch of tips about recovery and kind of the last preparation I do before like a big competition. So keeping attempts like high quality, just really building that confidence. Welcome to Long Beach. We got Ollie, boom. Marco, boom. Us three, and then another close homie, Phoebe. We're all coaching and setting a clinic here on May 28th with a red point round, just community red point round on May 27th, the day before the clinic. Give me like a quick Ollie intro.
I'm Ollie. I moved to San Diego for school, and I've been training with Class 5 and Al and Ross as well. I've been setting a little while now at Grotto Climbing, but I've been a professional setter for a while now. Excited for things to come.
Ollie's a crazy good setter and has a super unique style on the wall. So during the clinic, he's gonna specialize in some comp style movements and a bunch of really cool techniques around generating, because he's crazy snappy. One of the other videos I posted right here of the quintuple dyno, that was his boulder that he set, and the video of him doing that, you can just see how crazy fluid and flowy he is. So really excited to have him be helping coach and set for this clinic. And then Marco, you guys know already a little bit, one of my oldest, closest friends, crazy good coach and setter. What's your specialty?
Studying kinesiology, hoping to get into a master's program right now, applying. I'd say my specialty with coaching and setting is just creating the right environment, so boulders for athletes to be tested in ways that might make them a little bit uncomfortable, so things that traditionally may be avoided, just to kind of test the athlete more, make sure they really understand good fundamentals of climbing and are enjoying themselves at least somewhat.
So we have a full clinic on May 28th that has like 6 different classes that we'll all be teaching. And then we have one just intro to comp style movement class that's an hour-and-a-half long. So if you're not around for the full day, or you're a bit newer to comp style stuff and you want a more fundamental class around more coordination-y, dynamic, complicated movements and mentalities, then that's probably the one for you. And then we're also doing on the 27th, so the day before, a big community red point round, so it'll be super chill. We're all gonna set the climbs the day before and then have just a big open session basically where we'll be climbing and coaching and just having a good time. Got a bunch of prizes to give away. Okay, real quick, as a continuation of what we were saying over there, because the audio was getting a little bit loud. Super psyched for this clinic. We're doing everything we can to make it the best possible, including being here, kind of scoping out of the walls, thinking through exactly what every one of the classes is going to teach. We've been meeting a bunch as a team to discuss the takeaways from the clinic. We're really focused just on a couple key takeaways, like what's been the most helpful for us in our climbing journeys and on a daily basis. Like what are the 2 or 3 biggest takeaways? Can't give them out quite yet.
I don't know, I'm really excited because I feel like opportunities for me like this are what progress my climbing the most, and ultimately that's what we're looking to provide for you guys, is just the highest quality that we can provide of setting and coaching, and hopefully being able to give you, like Ross said, a few really big things that you can walk away with and be like, okay, I learned about this.
What's different from Marco and I's clinics in the past, so we've done a couple just by ourselves, and then we started Mind to Motion so we could get more setters and more climbers and coaches involved and really expose you guys, the athletes, to the next level and keep progressing.
Level, I would say.
The next level, yeah, like Ollie's so crazy with movement, and you'll see in the rest of our session, but I'm sure he'll be doing some crazy coordination shenanigans, so.
And Phoebe as well, our other co-setter, we're excited to have her as well.
Yeah, she couldn't make it down today because it's Mother's Day. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, super good with movement, and we're just all very intentional about the lessons we want to teach and setting climbs that actually teach those lessons and force you to climb well, not just be strong. And that includes climb well from like a mental standpoint, not just a like brute force mentality. So lots to talk about there.
We're really excited though, and we're going to be putting everything we got into it.
Oh, last thing, I just talked to Grayson, who's the owner of Long Beach, and he said AllRise, which is a super cool organization that's a nonprofit dedicated to expanding opportunities in the climbing world. AllRise is gonna sponsor 8 athletes to help with the financials of doing this clinic. So if you're hesitant to join this clinic for any financial reasons, use the link in the description to apply for one of the AllRise sponsorships. I think he said we'll do 4 full compensations for the whole clinic and then 4 partial ones. So yeah, definitely check that out. And we'll hope to see a lot of people at the clinic. As well as on Saturday, fun, just get together function. We're gonna be climbing, coaching, just a good get together, so.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. All right. Only at Long Beach do they put up door jams on the wall. This one's straight up a toilet seat and a toilet lid. That's the type of creativity we need more of in the climbing industry. The texture on them is actually so insane. It's so comfy. Can you go double, up? Maybe you go inside toilet seat and then outside toilet seat and then big thing. Oh, with the buzzer. This is an ollie boulder right here. Double, 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 or something crazy. Crazy. Learning through variation. You just do a bunch of different ways. Just like this yellow one. Right when we see this climb, it's like, okay, we could go right hand to that, but what would it look like to stomp left hand and left foot? And that's all just about climbing the positions. Like, our whole coaching crew and setting crew for this event is all about providing an environment that actually forces you to learn the fundamentals around movement. So we'll go over things like making time over the feet, making space from the wall, climbing the positions, and then I've got a lot to share around comp mentality and just climbing philosophy in general. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, let's go, Marco. Growing up, doing camps like this was by far and away the most powerful thing I did to improve my climbing and just expose myself to new ideas and understand what I could be training, what I could be getting better at, and also just meet really cool people. And the friends I've met down in San Diego doing camps back in the day at Mesa Rim, like that's how I met Marco and some of my closest friends to this day. So I'm pitching it hard right now, but I genuinely think camps like this are such a powerful way to get better and just expose yourself. Let's almost go.
Wow.
Oh, I almost lost my life on that one. That move is actually very hard. You hit this left hand with so much speed. Ollie doesn't think it's hard though. Three-finger drag style. That's why we do thorough warm-ups. That's why I love climbing with this crew, because we're always just making up super fun variations and everything and just seeing how far we can push movement. Cool.
Ali, Russ. Oh. Ali.
Yes. Let's go. That was nice. It only took one concussion to figure out that move. That move is actually pretty forced too. All right, one more go for me. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. That's so precise. The timing for this move is really technical. So many things to coordinate.
Yeah, Ross, nice.
So easy when you nail everything down. That's one thing I've been really focusing in on at all the class 5 practices is you have a move that feels completely impossible at first, and then you just dial it in step by step by step by step, focusing on like one variable at a time until you can connect a bunch of different technical movements. So the first time I was just focusing on getting the foot right, or actually focusing on getting the generation right. Actually, before that, understanding the position, and then focusing on getting the generation, so out from the wall into the wall, and then hitting the foot accurately, and then getting my kind of torso over like this, and then hitting the right hand, and then hitting the left hand, and then engaging with everything.
Understanding end positions.
Everything. There's so much to learn. Yeah. This move is actually huge. That one was to black. Now we gotta go all the way to green. Green?
You won't.
To green.
I will though.
Oh. 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 Alright, we've done most of the ones in the gym, but this black one is theoretically the hardest. Or white? Ollie says white. The grades here are so sandbagged, but like this black thing's V9, but it's for sure harder than V9.
Ali, Russ.
Whoa. Dude, it's so blocked. Jesus. Oh my God. Ollie's going for the low campus start here. Nice today. Come on, dude. Oh, easy. Oh, savage. God. That is insane. I gotta call it relatively soon just because I'm trying to keep some skin for the Salt Lake City World Cup in a couple days. It's been a super fun session. We'll mess around a bit more. Last project, mini project for the day is campusing the dyno. Black, big move, then bop bop, and then another pretty fat move to that thing. This is a serious test of explosiveness. Yeah, this is why we do the engagement training, the recruitment warm-up, so when it's time to just pull as fast as you can, you're ready. And this is such a timing thing too, and that's one of the classes for the clinic that I'm super psyched to teach. There's so many subtleties within the timing and when you generate for a move and when you latch and engage to a move, so got a lot of tips around that to share. Nice, Rod. That's so fun. Okay, we're not actually done yet. I want to do one over there, but also try and do this move right, left. So hit that one, yeah, and then pull through like Ollie just did. I was just informed that white is actually the hardest one, so Ollie had to remove the shirt for maximum effort. And then we're going to get coffee at Stereoscope, which is like one of my favorite places in all of California. That is the way. Move quickly to end position. Whew. Done with actual climbing now. Now I'll go do just some recovery tactics and check out these really cool new rollers that I just got. Oh. As the title of this video would suggest, we're gonna sprinkle in a little bit of information about recovery and what we do just throughout the session. We've got these really cool 3-set back rollers set from FitBeast, so shout out to them for sending these over. All the links are in the description if you guys want to pick up these. But I've been playing around with these for a couple days now, and they're super comfy and get all the back cracks you could ever want, as well as like the small one is really good for some hip rolling, stuff like this, where I've been using it on my lats a bunch. So a bunch of different things like that, but I figured to get Marco to talk about how he uses rolling and any other recovery tactics you want to mention.
So for me, I feel like there's 3 major things that I like to talk about when I'm using these sort of foam roller devices. The first one being that I was looking at a study a little bit ago that was pretty much just saying, not even on a physical standpoint, but just from like a mental aspect, when you lay down on a foam roller, for the majority of people, you believe that there's some level of relaxation that's going to be administered, so you become more relaxed. So using these maybe when you're feeling a little bit anxious before a session, or maybe to cool yourself down after a session, is a great like neurological tool. The second thing I'd say that I like about these foam rollers is that the majority of the foam is on the edges, not right in the middle where the bony part of your spine is. So that's pretty nice that this focuses more on targeting the muscles along your spine. And the last thing, and probably the most important thing, this goes for foam rollers and lacrosse balls, would be using these as tools to notice areas in your body that are sensitive to compression. So if I'm warming up or cooling down, I notice, oh man, my lat is a lot more sore than it was 2 days ago as I'm going through this. And that's probably something I want to pay attention to, either taking a little bit extra time in my warm-up to really make sure that my body's ready to use that, or doing like PT work at the end of my session to make sure that I'm ready for my next session and that I'm not gonna injure that. So yeah, using these as like diagnostics tools, noticing where your body is sensitive to compression.
Wise words from a wise man. In our clinic, we're gonna have a whole hour-and-a-half long class dedicated to recovery and just any Q&A questions kind of at the end of the day. So we'll have a lot more time to talk to both of us,
Yeah,
as well as
chat
Ollie.
with us.
Yeah, as well as Ollie and Phoebe about anything that's on your mind. But we'll just be like sitting on lacrosse balls and using foam rollers for that whole time. I've been using this small one a lot for my adductors as well. Oh my God, kind of getting in like that, just to help loosen everything up. And it's nice because it has like 2 different sizes of bumps, or 2 different layers of bumps. So it's a pretty broad area. And then like Marco said, the middle zone is just bump free to protect your spine.
All right guys, here's what I usually use a foam roller for. A PT showed me this a while ago. You're gonna lay with the foam roller pretty much contacting like in the middle of your thoracic spine, so like the upper middle part of your spine. I kind of shoot for in between my shoulder blades, maybe right below. Put my hands on the back of my head. And there's a few really important things when I'm going through this motion. One is that my elbows don't flare out too much. And 2 is that I try to keep my rib cage locked down. So I'm engaging my core, pulling my rib cage down, setting my elbows in, and I'm gonna move through this range of motion. And relax, back through. And if I wanna increase the stretch a little bit, I can let go of my rib cage as I move through. And pull my elbows out a little bit. So I like to alternate in between keeping everything a little bit more tight and then letting everything go a little bit more. Of course, using my breath to pace it out.
That's it for our little recovery debrief. Yeah. Check out the links in the description for the FitBeast back roller set, as well as our upcoming clinic on May 28th. You. Oh my God. Okay, we're heading out, but these are insane. Vibram, brain dead feet things. Those are wild. These things are pretty interesting, pretty theoretical, as well as all the other brain dead stuff. They have a full brain dead store within the Long Beach Rising gym. This fool got a pour over.
I did.
I went classic espresso style, as always. Actually, the espresso tonic from here I got last time was super, super good. This fool, what is this?
Boy.
Eat your greens.
Boy.
The matcha here is actually insanely good, so. That is how you properly serve an espresso. That just looks beautiful. Oh yeah. That's the light roast. That's nice, right? I just like filming videos now because it's an excuse to go to nice coffee shops.
Yeah, we literally had to go.
We had to.
We had to show you guys this. Come on.
Boom, right there.
You know that's why people watch your channel. It's for the coffee, not
for the coffee. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll hope to see you guys at the clinic. Also check out the back rollers if you want back roller that's actually super solid. For the back rollers, there's also a code that'll get you like 10% off for any purchase you make on the FitBeast site, so check that out. Starting it and ending it at the water. Marco and I are about to engage in some cold water exposure, and then I'm gonna edit this whole video and ideally post it tomorrow. That remains to be decided, but might be a late night. This is the last recovery tip actually of the video, is just walk barefoot on heinous rocks. They're actually just rounded enough where it's not that bad. Oh. Recovery style.
I just stopped.
Yeah, you just Pro tip though, actually massaging the bottom of your feet is super nice. I just put a lacrosse ball right in front of my sink, and then anytime I'm brushing my feet, oh my God, anytime I'm brushing my teeth, you just stand on the lacrosse ball and get your recovery in for the day. Okay, the small ones kind of hurt a little bit. Good way to end the day. Do some breathing, a little mindfulness, and then get chile. Okay, now we're actually ending the video. Just caught a sick little bodyboarding wave. I've been doing this after you jump in the water sometimes, just doing like a standing meditation where you just stand posted up, close your eyes and balance, and just breathe. It feels so good, especially after the cold water. Try and control your heart rate and just, woo.